This is definitely the world's strangest girl. As long as you can fulfill her 3 spoiled requests, Alluka can grant any wish you want. The butler in front of them just kissed, hugged and lifted her up. The next second Alluka's face turned pale, transforming into Nanika, who could grant any wish. Then the butler nervously stated her wish.
私を億万長者にしてくださいますか?
As soon as she finished speaking, it actually started raining dollar bills from the sky. This not only stunned the wisher herself, but quickly made headlines on all major platforms. As the incident continued to spread, more and more people wanted to make wishes, but they got completely different results. The woman was instantly twisted into mush by an unseen force. Not just the wisher herself, but people connected to her also died at the same time. Killua's father and others, to further test her abilities, had the butler stay alone in a room with Alluka, but the results were beyond everyone's expectations.
いや、それはちょっとね。
ダメなの？ジャーカスが12市長ちょうだい。
ちょっと待ってください、坊ちゃま。何か別の遊びをしましょうよ。ね。
それもダメなの？ジャーカスが背骨ちょうだい。脳みそちょうだい。
This experiment failed as expected, but at the cost of thousands of lives. They figured out Alluka's abilities and activation conditions. As long as you fulfill Alluka's 3 requests, she can grant any wish you have, but the bigger the wish you make, the harder Alluka's next 3 demands will be to fulfill. If the demands aren't satisfied, the resulting disaster will be beyond human imagination. After learning about Alluka's danger, his parents locked him in an iron fortress 100 meters underground, forbidding anyone from making contact. But everything changed because of Killua's return, to kill the cat girl and avenge Kate. Gon made a vow and restriction, forcibly draining all his life force for power. Now only a tiny bit of life remains. He could die at any moment. The only way to heal Gon is to make a wish to Alluka, but his father flat out refused. Who knew Killua would bite his own finger after hearing this? This was a promise he made with his father before leaving home, to never betray his friends.
救える友達を放っておくのは裏切りじゃないの。
Seeing Killua's determined expression, his father finally agreed to his request. The two passed through multiple checkpoints, reaching the deepest underground level. But for Killua's safety, his father made him repeat the spoiling rules again, because before Alluka went in, she fulfilled Killua's older brother's wish, so Killua would definitely face spoiled requests upon entering. But Killua had already memorized these rules. After all, he knew Alluka better than anyone in the world. When the door opened, Alluka was in a deep sleep. But the moment she saw Killua, Alluka immediately made her request.
お兄ちゃん、死んで。
Who knew Killua would agree right away after hearing it? After fulfilling her request, Alluka seemed very happy, but within 2 minutes she called out to Big Brother again. Even stranger Killua actually came back to life. Turns out this was just one of Killua's little tricks, but it made Alluka beam with joy. Soon Killua fulfilled all 3 of Alluka's requests, successfully summoning Nanika, who could grant any wish. All of this was watched by their parents in the control room. The process of fulfilling requests was terrifyingly smooth. You have to know Alluka is an unknown creature with powerful abilities, yet in front of Killua she was gentle as a lamb. Their nerves were stretched to the limit at this moment, but Killua felt completely relaxed inside. He knew when Alluka called him Big Brother, that was the real Alluka. Calling him Killua was actually Nanika, 2 souls sharing one body. Then Killua walked step by step to the door. He wanted to take Alluka away, but his father refused outright, demanding Killua make the wish to heal Gon right here. But this involved another one of Nanika's rules. Although Nanika was good at destruction, she wasn't good at healing. She had to touch the subject being healed to use this power, and after completing the healing she would fall into deep sleep. Killua obviously had no intention of explaining to his father. Besides healing Gon, he also wanted to rescue Alluka, who was imprisoned in the bunker. He directly chose to make a wish to Nanika.
この山から俺たちが一緒に出られなかったら、母親を殺せ。30分以内に俺たち2人が一緒に山を降りられて、俺のほっぺにチューし。わかったな。
This request surprised everyone, but Killua's mother was moved seeing her son had grown up. Killua's father ultimately chose to compromise. He saw a different expression in his son's eyes than before. When the heavy door opened, Alluka had forgotten how long since she walked in sunlight, still in the arms of her only loving big brother. But things weren't as simple as Killua imagined. The moment they appeared at the foot of the mountain, butlers stopped them, although his father agreed to Killua's request. He set this outing mission to alert level 4, the highest alert level for the Zoldyck family, to monitor their actions. Several butlers would accompany them. If they violated any prohibited items, they would immediately be subdued and forcibly brought home, and banned from leaving the estate for life. To ensure nothing went wrong, the family even sent out head instructor Tsubone. She held a transcendent position in the entire Zoldyck family. Even the fearless Killua could only obediently listen at this moment. But then Alluka suddenly made a request to Tsubone.
首の爪、ちょうだい。
This scene was beyond everyone's expectations, but Subone agreed with a smile, calmly pulling out her pinky fingernail. Before Alluka could make a new request, Subone disappeared. Killua knew this was his father Silva's scheme. Before completing Subone's 3 spoiled requests, no one could make wishes to Nanika.
大丈夫。アルカは何にも心配することないよ。
This was an arm no human could possibly grow, covered in black wrinkled skin, showing the host's life had reached its end. But who could imagine? This was once the energetic Gon, to kill the cat girl and avenge Kate. Gon didn't hesitate to burn his life as the price, forcibly signing a contract for powerful strength. But this also damaged his life source. He should have died the moment revenge was complete, but unexpectedly the curse kept him barely alive. Now the only one who could heal Gon was the dark creature Nanika hidden in Killua's brother's body. But only after seeing Gon did Killua understand how much Gon sacrificed for Kate. But now wasn't the time for sadness. Killua immediately ordered Nanika to heal Gon. The moment Nanika's palm made contact, a gray-white energy shot skyward. All the hunters standing guard outside were shot. This terrifying Nen ability was beyond even Marulm's comparison. Gon was rapidly recovering at a visible speed, and this let Killua witness Nanika's terrifying power for the first time. But this scene was also seen by Illumi a kilometer away. This was exactly the ability he had always dreamed of. If he could perfectly control Alluka, wouldn't he be invincible? So Illumi walked directly into the hospital, and he now understood the correct way to use Alluka. Killua's biggest secret was completely exposed. As long as he used command form, directly making requests to Nanika, granting wishes required no cost at all. In other words, controlling Killua was equivalent to controlling Nanika. Looking at his 2 brothers sitting in the distance, every muscle in Illumi's body trembled with excitement, but he still decided to give Killua a chance. As long as they accepted his management, he could guarantee them basic freedom. But Killua didn't want to start this battle, and directly wished to send Illumi home. At this moment Nanika kept calling Killua's name, constantly begging Killua wanting his praise, but Killua no longer wanted to use her. He knew only if Nanika disappeared, could his brother gain true freedom. Then Killua wished for Nanika to sleep forever. This was his final request to Nanika, and the first time Nanika cried, but she still obeyed Killua's words. Falling into deep sleep, Killua suddenly hugged his brother tight. During their long time together, whether it was Alluka or Nanika, Killua had formed the deepest bond with both of them, but now he had to choose between the 2. Killua kept apologizing to Nanika, until the moment Alluka woke up. She told her brother that Nanika had been crying inside her body. If he couldn't face the existence in her body, then Alluka would always hate Big Brother. Killua suddenly understood. They were both his family, so why was he always favoring his brother's side? He sincerely begged Nanika to give him another chance, a chance to properly apologize to his sister. Killua had always lived in fear of being controlled by his brother, and was equally afraid that because of him, Nanika would become Illumi's tool for granting wishes. But from now on he would definitely protect her, just like his own little sister.
こんな、ダメなお兄ちゃんでも、許してくれるか。
In the end Nanika forgave Killua. The siblings embraced tightly together.